Brittany Faye the claimed first this stream.
Hi. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's working right. Hi, Brittany. How are you? Oh, cool. The bot's not working already. Why am I not getting my ding? I'm doing good. This work?
No.
That works. Damn it, Ernie. Okay, so that's that. $707 connected. Chat clients attempting to connect. Okay. Reboot the bot. I don't know why it has an issue connecting chat client. That's why it can't read between no commands or anything. Work. Oh, yeah, no, that needs fixed now. Anyway, how you doing, Stale? Okay. Event subs not connecting now. There it is. Okay, all connected.
Welcome to the stream, Brittany Faye the.
There we go. Boy. Always something. So how are you all tonight? What's going on?
Even Remy says you're cute.
Right.
Welcome to the stream, Stale Beat.
Athena's currently AFK at the moment. I rebooted the bot, which reset all of its tracking. Not sure yet. Not sure what I'm getting up to. Pop you out though. I was before stream looking at where are you? Here we are. Potential I need a new artist for emotes and a logo to replace that down there in the corner. That thing down there, replace that. But currently got it narrowed down to 4 people. I need to reach out to some and see, because 2 requirements I have when working with an artist for emotes and stuff. One, I kind of like picking a channel artist and sticking with them for pretty much anything I need. Just makes life easier rather than having like 4 or 5 different artists doing different things. When yeah, so requirements, aside from, you know, quality, like high resolution, the higher the better, but you know, something more than just your standard, I think what is Telegram, like 512 by 512 for Telegram sticker, which is the highest most do. I need minimum of like 1,000, ideally, you know, 2,000 by 2,000 plus pixels. Something big enough I can blow up and stick on a shirt and still have the quality. Which brings me to requirement number 2. You need to be okay with me, you know, making merch out of that art. So those are pretty much the only requirements. Some of these I'm looking at. So this one offers a 2500 by 2500 PNG. And then 512 by 512 for Telegram. They do Telegram stickers. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I can scale them down to Twitch's requirements, no problem. Yeah. I'd have to find actually just tweaking the website a bit. That was probably not gonna work. But yes, there we are. Some tweaks were made. And I have an image for browser tabs. Currently just using the hug emote. Where are you? There you are. The moment the browser tabs, just using this as the image. That's what I've got uploaded as my logo. So one of the ones I'm going to get, I don't know. But yeah, one of the ones I'd like to get is a actual logo to replace that. Which more or less is probably going to be something modified version of that, instead of peeking over just the wall, kind of more of either. I'd have to see how it looks with just like a G551 versus like full Griffin, because as an emote, again, this one's going to be one that's primarily going to be used at 512 by 512 or higher. I don't intend to make an emote of that one, but it's, I had a sample somewhere. I don't know where it went. Actually, you come here. Go see. But basically, that a pin? Does this one have to pin that? I don't even know if I posted it. Here's the problem, but more or less just slightly modified version of that. And it's something I'd have to like I'd have to see both variants, I guess. I'd like the full Griffin 551. But limitations. And more or less it comes down to what size the font is compared to the image. Kind of want that to be relatively balanced. I can't tell if this is the new shirt or the old shirt. Just given the look of the print, I'd like to say it's the new. But yeah, I don't think it's on my Discord. Damn it. All right. Oh well. I'll have to dig that up. But yeah, just...
Does Athena have Space Marines too?
I don't know. Possibly. I can... view profile.
I've been sitting, resting, and drifting. That was all that I had.
I can't view the games they have. That would be a question for them. Yeah. Not sure. I'm kind of in the dark on that one too. Probably no later than the time I end stream. So sometime by then. So wait, what is today? Tuesday.
Stalebeat wants you to play Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 co-op with me. Or any other game.
Well, we could definitely play something together. Ah, that's a bright screen. Wow. Boy. Boy. Oh. I don't know if I was going to get up to a game today. Get it in about 2 hours. I'm going to chat a bit, maybe show off some things. Some things, the project. Oh, that's right. The, I guess you can call it the, beta version of the Nova Beast is now Quest compatible. It's the only version that has face tracking at the moment. The more it was basically the rush job. It was a rush to get a copy of it uploaded to my account. The actual version, the more finalized version, is in the works. There's really not much I can show off there, unless I were in VR. Let's see. Oh, what happened? Did your headset break or something? Why no more face tracking? Alright, why can't you use it anymore then? Oh, I misread. Okay, so you won't use avatars without face. I get that, yeah. Yeah, I get that. After having it too, it's kind of weird not having it. Like, since the new update with VR chat and the Quest controllers now behave a little bit more like index controllers where it constantly reads finger position, regardless of whether emotes are enabled or not. I don't turn emotes on, and I don't intend to. It's to the point where I will add emotes to the avatar's controller. They just probably will never get used. So it's kind of, yeah, I get where you're coming from. I don't either. Yeah. Well, I have issues that... Yeah, I won't smile the creepy way. Like, the Miko smile is just creepy. I need to figure out why I won't like do proper full face tracking here. But I'll look into that while talking. The Miko smile is creepy, and the squint is kind of the squint's more flirty than that, like, kind of just disappointed stare I tend to give a lot of people for doing stupid shit. The Nova is better. Like, the Nova's got better face tracking. The Miko needs some work on that, which I may end up diving into at some point, which is not going to be fun, but should increase the you should make the face tracking better. Where is, I know there's, it's tracking my mouth. I used to be able to, unless this one's just not capable of more, although it's done more. Okay, I do remember looking at, okay, let me. Oh no, I see a card. What do you want? Okay. I only saw the very top of the card behind the browser tab. I also didn't get the ding sound it normally makes. What do I want? What was that? Right. Ah. Let's do this shit live, see if I can make it work. Search. Nope.
I'm feeling it. My bones telling me it's right. It's so different. But when you take me to the light, it's like a cigarette. And I'm burning at your lips. That's so innocent. Then you kick it up and now I want to show you what you deserve. And know we got so much to learn. And just like when we said I do, and it's only you that can do it like that. Yeah. I like it with you. I like it with you. I like it with you. In the sand that we're there.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Time to try something. See if I can't get better face tracking out of the VTuber. Okay, apps rated 4.2. Always go and read the daily status section. It wants nothing at all. Done. Deal. Install. Does not need any special permissions or access to anything. Now, two things. One, how far from the camera can I be? Two, how do I get this to sync? Why? Okay. Okay, so That works. Yep. How do I get... Yep. Okay, so that is that setting. Cool. I might be able to figure the rest of it out without a tutorial from here. What the fuck did that setting get? Found you. Okay. Stand by. I need to know which fucking application they want, because... So, this is like... May or may not start to act weird. Hiya, Cherry Dragon. How you doing? Two, 225. Wow. Oh. Interesting. One set. That's sending, all right. Is it now because you're getting conflicting inputs? Okay. Do I need to reboot you? Oh, I think I know what the problem might be. I think I know what my problem is. Please hold. Can I uncheck you and get my tracking back? Yes. Why? I think I know what my problem is, and I believe it's looking for specific AR kit blend shapes that I don't have on this avatar, which would suck, because then I have to find out how to get those, and or have to make them. Could not be fun. I know how to do shape keys. They're a pain in the ass and tedious work. And I would sooner outsource that for somebody else to deal with. Yeah. I'm opening my project now to see if, well, no, the moment I select that avatar. Okay, I'm gonna break for a moment. Please hold. Probably either gonna go into this. As soon as I select this, I'm either going way up into the sky or down below. We'll find out. Up above. And broken a bit. Yes, there. Well, no, I got the debug tracking on and it's showing it just fine. I wish to show the avatar. And now I wish to AR kit instead. And it does the same thing. Weird, it's not receiving any tracking data. It's sending it to the right spot. Is it because the camera's interfering? Smart connect camera. What if I switch camera? Nothing. I have no means to tell if it's like receiving either, which is irritating that there's no debug here. Is that not? Hold on. Are you not connecting correctly? That might be the issue. I thought that was the IP address of the PC, like it auto-found the damn thing, but I guess it may not have. Online, wired. 173, no, it is. Yep, that's right. Well, I can switch back to this, so you at least don't see, you know, that. Because I'll be able to get, yeah. Trying to think of what else it could be. The only thing I can think of would be firewall issues. Here, see face tracking. Has permission. Maybe reboot PC face. It's the only thing I can think of at this point. When in doubt, reboot. You. Today. Ah. That could have been the screw up. Or not. The hell? DMC camera. Okay. Bye. Okay, that's not helping any further. I saw. Oh. Not sure how that got unchecked, but okay. If I disable that, give it a second. It should go back to camera. Maybe. You know what? Do that. And that. And I'll relaunch it again. Anyway. Okay. So it loads.
I'm always trying to see through your flaws, 'cause I know that you got so much more to give. You made a real mess, but I miss you though, 'cause I can go to sleep when I'm alone.
Let me see what that is.
Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in. I don't wanna see us going on and off again. I really want it only on from now. Every time I see a glimpse of your good side,
Okay.
wondering how I could make it last a little longer. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long
Okay, for the time being, fuck that. We'll go back to this and I'll do some more digging real quick. Because that might have changed. Welcome back. I like when autocorrect just randomly guesses. This don't work, I'm giving up. Okay. So immediately upon enabling the ARKit tracking, the avatar sees. I assume that means it's defaulting over to that tracking, and since there is no tracking, it just doesn't. I'm guessing Athena went on an adventure while they were out. Because it would not surprise me at all. Okay. Alright. Scoot you. Confirm that I got that, alright. That's right. Okay. I think the app just crashed on my phone. That would not surprise me. Oh, things play nice, right? Play Dredge. Dredge. Oh, this looks... Okay. Well, it definitely seems to be at least tracking my eyes. None of it's getting passed through. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, sorry, I missed that chat. It's not tracking properly now. Why are you not tracking properly now? It's weird because even in the settings, it shows it's connected. Oh. Back to my initial suspicion then. Where is project avatars? You. No, not. Yes, yeah. Okay. Head. Actually, no, I want my other one. You. Open you. I want to see if this one has ARKit blend shape. I'm thinking it's a shape key issue. I don't know if I'm going to tonight. I don't even have the game. There we go.
Tadami9 is now following.
Ah! What subathon's fucking running? Excuse me, Remy, the fuck you on about? Quit putting that in chat. Anyway, thanks for the follow, Tadami. How you doing? Okay. That one is ARKit compatible. So what I will do is come here, close. Oh. Which avatar are you? Yeah, no, that should be ARKit Oh. Oh, that's not. Well, shit. That might be my problem. Fuck. Okay. The Dyra never made it to VTuber status, did it? Let me go confirm that. Raccoon V4, Miko, Raccoon Base. Miko, Griffin. I don't think I have one that has AR kit tracking. There's an easy way, I think, to test this. Avatar selection. Spheroid hub. How to select a random mass. Oh. You want me to log in? I don't think I have an account with you people. Maybe?
Hey Griffin, Tadamy9 wants you to drink something.
Okay, I'll drink. Cool. Give me something. And why? I just need something I can get in quickly to test. Use. Desktop save. Cool. I guess add. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Yes, you work. Now will you work?
Under the stars up in the sky, directions hard to find. Under the stars up in the sky, I got lost at night. Under the stars up in the sky, directions hard to find. Under the stars up in the sky,
I assume you've got IM-based tracking active. If I disable you, give it a sec. Okay, I give up. I don't. Well, hold on. Close you. Oops. You. Install. This one will tell me a bit more. So yeah, no, it's got shape keys you can send, and the phone is capable of tracking them. It's just not getting through to PC. Okay, fine. Deal with this later. That. I don't know why the stupid. Unless I've got something else fucking with it while looking down. Smart link fake case. The problem is there's no way to disable like a virtual cat, like the camera side of the tracking. There we go. Here's a help article on Reddit. Also, air conditioner because it's getting warm in here. There we go. Okay. Alright. That is what I have selected on it, right? Yeah, that was what I had selected. Okay. Let's check that.
Hey yo, there's my silly dude.
Hey, about time. I've been streaming waiting for you to show up.
What were you waiting on me for?
Yeah. So, tell me about the adventure you went on. I assume you went somewhere else.
Oh yeah, she stopped at Wawa's, needed gas, and we stepped into Wawa's and kinda got hungry. So, food.
All right, Sale was asking if you had a game. Please hold. Okay, apparently I can't scroll chat there. Okay.
I am not cute, but thank you, Brittany. I hope you're doing well.
You're cute. Space Marines 2, that's right.
Great question. Give me a minute to figure that out.
You don't even know. Okay. Neat.
Well, remind you, I have a library of over 200.
I wouldn't know. I can't view it.
Well, yeah, because I still had people stalking me. I didn't like that shit. No, I do not have it, honey. I went out and got snack supply. We did stop somewhere for snacks. What else do we have? Hold on, I'm unpacking them right now to figure out what all I got. Oh my god, I forgot I got jelly beans. I forgot I got jelly beans. Honestly, I love it when I forget what I get sometimes because it's like a surprise to me. Still related to an FPS you would relate it to, and or at least compare it to something, and I will give a decision off of that. Eventually, I'll pop onto the Steam store and check it out too. But I am still working on stuff IRL, running around. I am putting away snacks.
One more attempt.
Oh, I got so my snack supply this round. I went for a sweet treat, grabbed myself some jelly beans.
Oh.
What else do I have here? I rarely get Reese's stuff, or rarely get Reese's Pieces, so I grabbed a box of those for the hell of it. And a bunch of wafers. Emphasis on bunch.
Oh. Okay, there's nothing there.
Okay, so I got everything put where they belong. Oh yeah, and an energy drink. I forgot my energy drink.
Activate.
The only one of the games you've
That's
listed that
just-
I've had any experience with would be the Ratchet and Clank. I have no clue how I'll feel about this. Let me look on the store page.
We don't need to talk about it. There's nothing left for us to say. Too many thoughts around us. All these words are
You know, I have a friend that if they suddenly knew I got a hold of this game, would be all over me. A lot. I know this game. There's a lot of friends who are into it. Drop my pen.
Claim streaming rights on. Yeah, the day is just not getting past 3.
Oh no, the friend who would go after me, he would be going after me to play it with me. He would not be able to believe that I would have a hold of it.
I don't know why you don't work. Hmm. It's almost like it froze tracking.
Mhm.
There's no way to change the camera though. Screen Gofields virtual camera. That video broadcast camera, NDI cameras, game capture. I don't know what smart connect camera is, but we'll see.
Oh,
No change. Okay.
I need time to decide. If you can be patient with me, it would be cool.
Okay, I give up on this for now. I don't know what the deal is. I'll hope people. What?
What?
Bah. So what snacks did you get?
Oh, what's next? I got a bunch of wafers, jelly beans,
Wafers?
Reese's Pieces. Yeah, wafers of different flavors. I have strawberry, mango, pineapple. What else did I get? Strawberry, mango, pineapple, vanilla, and I got star chocolate ones.
Oh, yeah, now that I know. Okay, just looking over, I see 2 other people immediately on my favorites playing this game already. Let's just go down to online friends.
Hold on,
1,
I discovered a bag that's called the belly flops,
2,
which is just all fucked up beans from the Jelly Belly production.
3, 4,
And
5,
honestly,
6, 7.
what a mood.
I've got 7 people on my friends list playing it right now still.
Here, let me check my friends list. I didn't check that yet. I have 3 myself, which is impressive. My Steam's friends list is a little smaller though, so.
Yeah. I don't know how many I've got actively playing games, so by the looks of it, probably about a 25-30% that are playing a game at the moment are playing that.
But no, so my intent list for tonight was to actually slip back into VR for a little while.
Hey.
The being up and be bopping about has been leaving me drained by the end of night, and it's been kind of really nice to face plant and actually sleep.
Bye.
You have no clue how much that is required for me to pass out later.
I actually got somebody in Resonate. I mean, it looks interesting. I know somebody who's probably going to pick it up if they haven't already. Okay. Boy. Let's see what requirements are. Well, that's not bad at all. Especially for a new game. It's a recommended specs. Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. Why? Is there anything in my wish list on sale? Yeah. The original Portal. First one. I do need to get back to Elden Ring at some point. But oh, I missed that. All right. It looks interesting. I'll give you that. But never played a Warhammer game. Bye.
Unyielding against the darkness. We are the Emperor's angels. To once.
Cutscenes. Aww.
Newest installment in the Warhammer 40,000 franchise. Brought in the grim, dark universe of Warhammer 40,000. The game's campaign mode allows you to experience this epic story either solo or with up to 3 players.
I'm looking at some of the. I'm guessing. I'm watching what I would call like the GameStop trailer at this point.
Space Marine 2's story begins a century after the events.
Because it's got like that narrator kind of explaining things. Type. Yeah, the GameStop trailer. Yeah.
Of the Ultramarines.
We will eradicate your kind from the galaxy.
Titus has returned to the Ultramarines.
You're a lieutenant now.
Where he is demoted to lieutenant.
Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
And forced to prove his loyalty in the heat of battle. On a distant world, he must face one of humanity's most fearsome adversaries, the Tyranids. As you take control of Titus and his fellow battle brothers, Chiron and Gadriel, you'll be thrown into the thick of a war of galactic proportions. Thanks to our unique swarm technology, allowing us to render hundreds of real enemies on screen at the same time. You'll face seemingly endless waves of crawling, running and swooping enemies as far as the eye can see. You must repel the Tyranid invasion and rid the system of the Xenos threat, battling in the claustrophobic jungles of Kadaku, the majestic planet-spanning metropolis of Avarax, and other epic locations. After each successful mission, you'll return to the Battle Barge, a space fortress serving as the Ultramarines' orbital headquarters. Here you can gather crucial intel by interacting with onboard personnel, review your next targets, and tailor your loadout to your upcoming mission.
For the Emperor!
Whether you prefer close combat or ranged warfare, the Ultramarine's wide range of equipment offers you an array of devastating weapons and unique special abilities. A balanced approach is certainly wise, since performing a brutal melee finisher replenishes your armor and keeps you in the fight for longer. Shred the enemies of humanity with the iconic chainsword. Liquefy them with the melter rifle, or crush them with the mighty thunderhammer. How you vanquish the Tyranid invaders is entirely up to you.
Your duty is not yet done.
Beyond the story campaign, you'll find Operations Mode. Here, the focus is on cooperation and replayability. Play as one of 6 classes with unique skills and abilities.
The Emperor provides.
Then develop and customize them to make them your own. Whether you prefer the Sniper's stealth cloak and long-range capabilities, the Vanguard's grapnel launcher, or the Bulwark's chapter banner and storm shield combination, your Space Marine specialty, along with those of your squad mates, will be decisive on the battlefield. The more missions you play, the more you'll unlock cosmetics for your Space Marine. You'll also earn XP and armory data that you can spend in the Battle Barge's armory to unlock new class perks and improve your armament's performance.
Eternal war demands eternal discipline.
If you're into more competitive challenges, well then you're in for a treat. Enter the fray in our Eternal War mode, where you'll be able to pit yourselves against other players. 6 Space Marines clash against 6 of their sworn Chaos adversaries in arenas inspired by the game's rich settings. Choose your preferred rule set, be it the intense Annihilation Deathmatch, strategic Seize Ground,
The way they
or
were
the
talking, it did sound like it had
Capture and
co-op
Control.
in there.
Then engage in
Story
adrenaline-pumping
mode.
matches that will test your skills against players from across the world. Each skirmish offers you the chance to earn more
I'll
XP
check
and
that
add more
myself
weapons to
and
your
see what it should
arsenal
say.
as you prove your valor on the battlefield. That's all just a taste of what is to come. We can't wait for you to experience the passion and care that our teams have poured into this game. We've got more surprises in store for you, to be revealed very soon.
In his name I will fight! For the Emperor!
Pre-order the Standard, Gold or Ultra editions and defend humanity on September 9th when Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 launches on PlayStation 5. Heed the call of war, for your craft is death.
Ooh. Okay. Online PvP, online co-op. So yeah, it does look like story mode is at least some form of its what else we got?
Your mission is to use.
I'm kind of just skipping.
I have been dying to carve up some Xenos.
This might be more what I was looking for. Just straight up gameplay. You want to sell me on any games? Give me like this gameplay footage. You can show me all of your cutscenes and stories and all. If I don't like the gameplay.
Slay a hive giant.
See, there's only one.
Stand behind me.
2 games, and they're both in a series that I can recall that I've played for the story. The story, the art, and the soundtrack. The Ori series, Blind Forest and Globalisps. I am not a fan of the side-scroller type, but the story and the art and the soundtrack was good enough to, you know, okay, I'll put up with, you know, playing a side scroller for that. But you're a lot more likely to get me interested in the game. You just give me gameplay footage than, you know, giving me the backstory of what's going on in it. Oh no. Ah, that looks like a two-way projector. We'll look at that in a second.
We demolished that Carnifex brothers. Take heart. The flame will stand against them better than any war. Time to teach them fear.
There is an observation platform overlooking the crude Prometheum fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush. Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield.
Ah! Ha ha ha! Good. They calm me. I wondered how I might pass the time. Swarm is climbing! Boots of that bastard! You have trespassed on this Imperial domain too long! Perimeter breach, ready for close combat.
The swarm is almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Need more trouble back! We will miss our window if we do not hurry. I am going to enjoy watching these tyrannies ride in the flames. Titus, this is Vespasius. I stand amidst the smoldering remains of our walls.
Excellent work. Move to extract.
Is this PvP now? Because that doesn't really interest me a whole lot.
I am executing the Emperor's will, arm to arm with his finest.
Holds the advantage.
Refilling rounds.
The traitors attack our terrain.
Establish dominance.
Year.
Servants of the corpse god claims the objective. Scott claims the objective.
Okay.
The traitors attack.
Eh, Like, it seems interesting. My camera like fucked up. But I'm not sure. It's also weird Steam's being captured through that source to the point where y'all can hear it. Hmm. Oh, that is adorable. Hmm. Cute little projector. Little on the pricey side. But cute. Oh, that's actually hmm. Um hmm. Let's see. Honestly, having like an LED wall would be neat. It's like tileable, expanded to whatever size you want. Um See if I can find a good video on that. Like, here we are. Does this give a good? Okay, yeah, here we go. Here, this will work. A neat little video. Where did you go? You. Y'all need your browser source. Oof. But yeah, this shit's neat.
While filming this scene from Disney's The Mandalorian, the actors could see their surroundings, but the surroundings weren't actually there. All of this is just LED screens, displaying backgrounds pre-made in a video game engine. Compare that with this fight scene from Avengers Endgame, where actors jumped around in a sea of green, imagining how VFX artists would make this planet look once filming had ended. The Mandalorian is one of the first major productions to choose LED walls over green screens, and the benefits for the actors are just the tip of the iceberg. LED walls make the lighting better, filming smoother, and in certain cases cost a lot less than using green screens. But to understand why the team behind The Mandalorian chose these LED screens, we have to understand just how they work. Mandalorian showrunner Jon Favreau revolutionized virtual production while directing The Lion King and The Jungle Book. However, the process for these two remakes still relied heavily on blue screen and post-production work. For The Mandalorian, LED wall technology seemed like the next logical step, given the show's production budget and time frame. Now, you may be thinking, this isn't so new. I've seen something like this before. And you're right, kind of. The predecessor to what we see on The Mandalorian is a driving scene like this one from Dr. No. You've got the actor in the car, and behind them, a screen with footage of the road they've travelled. But the technology was limited. Say you want to move the camera angle during the scene. That projected footage can't move with the camera. But by using Unreal Engine, tech borrowed from the video game field, that problem is solved. Artists can create a photorealistic 3D background that moves strictly with the camera's field of view, known as the frustum. So if the camera swings around and changes angles, the background shifts in precisely the same way. This allows motion-tracked cameras to execute traditional cinematography techniques within the virtual set, achieving cinematic movements like the parallax effect, where an object in the foreground moves at a different speed than the background, amplifies the illusion of filming at an actual location. Now that LED screens can move with the camera's eye, virtual sets can solve a bunch of green screen problems. The biggest one probably being lighting.
We've all seen movies, TV shows, where the lighting on the day didn't necessarily match the post-production work that was added many, many months later.
That's Richard Bluff, Industrial Light and Magic's VFX supervisor for The Mandalorian. He says lighting is one of the key benefits of working with virtual sets. The light coming from the LEDs provide realistic colours and reflections on the actors and props, something you simply can't achieve with green screen. They are also able to completely avoid the problem of spill. To better understand that, we talked to Kim Libreri at Epic Games, creators of Unreal Engine, which was used to build the virtual sets for The Mandalorian.
The problem with a green screen is that you have to have a green screen behind you. And what that does is that instead of projecting beautiful lighting from what the environment would be behind you, it basically puts a lot of green light on you. And we call that spill. If you wrap an actor with a big 360 LED wall, you can light in a way that you would never be able to do it on a green screen. So you can really make it feel like the characters are embedded in their environments.
This green screen spill would have been an even bigger problem than usual for The Mandalorian, whose main character gets a shiny new suit of armour early on in the season. So realistic lighting from the LEDs makes the show look better, but virtual sets help with practical concerns too. Take this scene in the office of the client, played by Werner Herzog. In a scene like this, surely they just built a simple set, right? Wrong. All of this is that same LED screen. According to Richard, only the desk, the floor, and one or two columns were really there.
Everything else was displayed on the screen. But this allowed us to limit the amount of stage space that we used in shooting season 1 of The Mandalorian, which has understandably a big impact on time and budget.
To be fair, the initial investment in a virtual set like this is huge. However, the creators claim that money saved from travelling to locations, building new sets, and costly post-production can make the investment worth it.
Yeah, LED walls are not
Along with saving
cheap
time and money,
at
the
all.
team developed a system that allowed artists to make changes and control the world on the day of shooting. Settings like exposure, colour, animation playback, and fill lighting are available to the filmmakers at a moment's notice. If they want to move a mountain from one side of the virtual set to the other, they can, right there on set. Not only is it helpful for the actor, who no longer has to imagine where that mountain is, but it's a game changer for the director of photography.
Because in the distance, if there is a mountain range that is a story point, then the DP is no longer guessing where those elements are. He can frame up to them.
the virtual set constructed for Season 1 was 75 feet in diameter, 21 feet high, and also had a roof composed of LEDs. The cast and crew referred to this space as the volume.
And we had doors that can kind of close in to almost give you full 360-degree coverage of LED screens minus the floor. It's driven by a small group of machines running Unreal and our stagecraft technologies.
At the end of the day, the big question is, do virtual sets really mean the end for green screens? Well, even The Mandalorian, with its technological advances, used a version of a green screen, but via the LED wall. Another capability of virtual sets is to choose pinpointed areas of the wall and turn those green.
Now, we now have the ability to limit the amount of green screen that's visible behind the character. So now it doesn't wrap around the entire stage, it's just a little piece, but also they gain the lighting from that environment, which gives us a more seamless result in post-production.
Additionally, scenes involving explosives are best kept to traditional methods. This is to prevent LEDs from getting damaged. So will green screens survive this wave of tech innovation?
Eventually, of course, we hope never to use green screen, but I still see that there will be a future for it in the short term, because there's likely always a need to remove people to add additional action behind them. But we are getting to the point where the amount of green screen that's being used is massively reduced, and the sky's the limit right now.
Yeah, like that. That's crazy.
We've been invited to test.
Like, LED walls are not cheap by any means, and the resolution you need to be able to film on one of those like that, you're talking on the high end of LED walls. So they're set for just the ring. Just the wall alone, tens of millions would be my guess, considering it's a few $100s to several hundred to $1,000-$2,000 for like a 2 square feet. Typically, you can get them in 12-inch by 12-inch, 12 by 24, 24 by 24 panels, depending on manufacturer and all that. And of course, various resolutions, pixel spacing, that kind of thing. Is, if you're going to be far, far away from it, you don't need a very dense, very high pixel density. But to film, you need the high pixel density. So they're buying like top of the line for sets and stuff like that. And the fact that, you can they build their entire set in Unreal and then basically mocap the camera and sync it within Unreal Engine. So Unreal Engine knows where that camera is and can render to the screen accordingly. It's neat. There's also Ian Hubert on YouTube did a really fucking neat. Actually, part 2 just recently came out. Like, he's doing a short little, I guess, series, short like a little movie or something. Most of it's all Blender. Like, he syncs the camera movement up, and most of the background and everything. He does green screen for it, but the background and all it's basically shot with camera. As few actors as possible, as minimal set as possible. And then everything else is handled within Blender. It's crazy what that program can do. Oof. Don't go get yourself killed. You still around, Athena? You've been awfully quiet. You still putting things away, snacking. What you doing? Yeah, no, I would disagree. You are cute. As is that one down there. I would give head pats to the little reactive image if I had hand tracking. Yeah, it sounds like it. Boy. Hmm. Bah. Boy. There we go. Oi. Help. Sorry, sometimes I just can't fucking type. Well, alright, let me come back here. Do this before I forget. Me. Hmm. Let's see if I'm gonna see if I can find pricing because I'm curious. Let's see what we find. It's not terrible. So 16.4 by 8.2 foot wall. 24,000. What are the specs of your panel? So they're saying 10 foot viewing distance. And this is a low price point, mind you. Like $24,000 is a low price point for something of this. Okay. Wait. That's neat. The neat thing about these is like each module is made up of 1 to several LED panels, which you can see a panel being replaced here. Just if you got that pixels or a section goes bad, you just pop it out, pop a replacement in. And the wall itself is made up of, this looks like a 12 by 12 inch panel. Or about that. And then you got power in, power out, and then data in, data out, and you just daisy chain these. But it does take a bit of, okay. Just assembled with regular truss pins. Wall mount. And screw through the. Okay. I guess depending on how they all can, I don't know, once you start mounting it, you'll have to start popping the LED panels off to be able to pull a full panel. This is how we typically would hang this shit. Would be suspend it from a truss. So you get a video processor, 60 panels or 60 tiles, 60 locking, power link, 60. That's an interesting looking Cat 6 cable. What the hell? I think they mix up the power link and the Cat 6 cable pictures. And the spare parts. Okay, I mean, it's a nice one, but you know, there's your size, there's your price. Outdoor rated stuff only gets higher in price. They're neat. They are incredibly fucking expensive. That's what I was going to go try and find. That was not the window I wanted to minimize. Discord, I need you for a minute. Okay, sent these pictures to Athena. I'll start there. See if I can find it. Hopefully, I'll start at the beginning. Be faster that way. Where the fuck did I put those? Try and pull up, so you know what? I might have a faster way to find these. I'd like to say they were posted in my server. Somewhere. Or not. Come on, I know. The fuck? Go. Right here. Here we go. Should be able to find it now. Here we go. This hilarious shit. There's that one. Where'd Discord go? Where the fuck did Discord? Hello? There you are. Fuck over here. Close up. Trying to... No. No. There's a half decent. Okay, yeah, this is a good shot. But yeah, Athena has a habit of disappearing. That's a good shot of how we had the wall configured. Yeah, here. I don't know if I got as much of the set this year. Well, not this year, but that particular year. Yeah, I did not. Damn. Okay. What are you pinging about? Mm-hmm. All right. Bye. Movie World had an announcement. Start with this. So this is more of a boy. Bah. Goof. Okay. Boy. But yeah, here we go. Some pictures of the last large production I worked with. Doing sound for them, but this was 2017. 2018. 2 large projector screens. I'd like to say rear projected. I think that was the year they started doing rear projection, and then LED wall broken into panels, 5 different panels with some ground lighting in between them. You kind of see how our light was set up. What you don't see is a mess behind stage. This was video lead playing forget. I don't think it was Fortnite. Might have been, but yes, he plugged his laptop. You can kind of see him sitting there, plugged in and played on the full system, which was hilarious. Yeah, just a close up of the how it just stretches. We were talking about the next year, just a full panel across the back, but ultimately went with the split design again. This is still 2018. One of the performers up there kind of during the most of the performances. I didn't really stick around for the DJs because I had panels the next morning, and panels started at like 9, and the DJs didn't come on until around midnight. But most of the time we had like cameras projecting to the projectors, and the video wall would be running whatever graphics. If we were provided graphics, neat. If not, our discretion. I think this was that's when we had Monitor World kind of up on the side of stage and kind of in view. The next year they were kind of down here, more out of the way. But yeah, you can kind of see a bit more of how we had things set up during the day. This was just load in. We kind of made things pretty bright, and that was our stage lighting up here. Just most of what we used. Little overexposed image, I know. Fuck this microphone. Just fuck this microphone. Nobody can talk into it, right? For when we opened the floor to Q&A, we had all the little kids whispering into it, and then we had the people up on stage asking if I could make it louder, and it's like there's only so much I can do before everything just screams at me. starting with the PA system, it's going to scream, and then everybody else is going to scream because it's, loud feedback. Feedback hurt. Line arrays up there. Did we? I think we had like a side fill array to that air, kind of a few of them there. And what you probably can't see well is a wall of fucking subwoofers in front of the stage. This was a DJ. This was a guy singing, playing guitar, I believe. Yeah, just whatever random graphics we had for when nothing specific was provided. Yeah, I think the same performer. But, can somewhat toy around with visuals in the background. Don't know why it was all just a wide shot. Both pictures. But yeah, the convention center staff removing all of the chairs off the floor in like under an hour. Actually, the soft lighting, you kind of get a better 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or not 8, I believe. 8 sounds right, because that would be 16 flown, and that kind of remember 8 per side. Can't really see the stage with all those people. But yeah, the Baltimore Convention Center is great. Like, there are plenty of points to hang on the ceiling. Like, the ceiling, also its design, because that's air gap there. All of the sound that hit the ceilings, like, you've got varying depth, I guess, the support structure. And then your recessed panels. And then there was insulation tucked up above these guys. So this did a really good job of not reflecting sound. Because concrete floor reflects sound. So anything that was hitting the ceiling wasn't really bouncing back too much. And what you can't really see is the sides of the room. The back is cinder block. And then the other 3 sides are like dense foam divider panels, room dividers. So sound a good chunk got absorbed. Still a decent bit made it through though, and kind of bounced around in the room behind, but didn't really make it back in. So the room sounded good. And the bit like where the ceiling meets the wall was kind of angled down a bit. There was like, it went. So if you're looking at the back of the room, you would see it kind of like up and then the ceiling and then down at like a 45-degree angle as well. Well, it was 45. It was a pretty hard angle. And it just helped a lot with keeping reverb in check. That's my job, not the room's job. Unless I'm recording, in which case, yeah, no, maybe I'll go to a room for good reverb to get natural reverb, but during a live performance, you don't want the room sound. Yeah, guitar. I think I've only got one decent picture of the last year. So here we go. It's same deal. We usually always had projectors on both sides of the stage. Okay, time to break this one down. We'll start with our stage lighting, and I think that's all that was flown on this truss was stage lighting. Then our line array is flown over here. But that I think kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see the subwoofers. About half the height of the stage, all smashed in the center. Monitor worlds over here are, right, we had that on the so. Typically for panels and all, you can see floor wedges so they can hear themselves. And that's what we use for most of the bands and everything. The DJ's got their own special fucking set, which is 2 array boxes stacked on top of a sub. And we wheel them out left and right. And I don't know why they needed that much, but they got that much. And then on the back wall this year, like, I like the stage design. Kind of head up, and this was actually on an angle out over the stage a bit. And we had our 5-panel LED wall blown off of this truss here. You can kind of see the chain there, and there suspending the panels. And then we actually had a decent bit more lighting between the panels, which was neat. I wish I had more pictures of the fucking concert and shit. And then on top of that, we had some LED tiles on our center truss, which usually just had like a logo or something on it, pulsing or spinning, not. Then a bunch of moving heads. I believe these are all blinders, so we could light the room really fucking bright. But this was a neat setup. We kind of built it more less stage focused, I'd say. This was kind of more, the idea I think was the dance floor here. This was, I'd like to say, Thursday. Thursday. Like towards the end of setup. You can see all of our mic stands and everything over there ready to go for switching between panels and band. The drum kit. So what you don't see is there's a good chunk of stage behind this projector screen here. And we had like all of our stuff pretty much set up. The drum kit was pretty much, I believe we wheel it out and into place, which is usually center stage on the back of the stage. But there's a lot of, stuff for a concert just stashed behind both sides. I think most of the audio shit was here. Over here, there was a little bit of just more prep area, because this is the side most people came in on. Is what back over here on this back wall is the doors that lead to the back hallway, which was great. When you work, you get access to the back hallways and you don't deal with the crowds. But the service elevator was somewhere over here, I believe. Yeah, somewhere over here, I'm pretty sure it was. So it's the shorter distance to get in the door and then backstage. There's another door somewhere over here that leads out into that hallway too, but everybody just used this door, so everybody just came up on stage here. This was kind of the area to gather for whatever talent we had going on stage. From what I remember, somewhere here is where Video World lived they at least handled what was up on this projectors. I think they might have been handling Feed to the Wall too. And then somewhere over here we had Stream World, so we actually were streaming that year as well. So it had its own dedicated video switcher and everything here. Fuck tons of cables back and forth. There was a mess of cable back there, but you don't see that. Everything in front of the curtain stays nice and tidy behind it. But we had a day to set all this shit up. We didn't have time to, make everything nice and pretty and cables like organized by size, running next to each other type shit. Everything was kind of just, run. So we have these curtains. You see the massive fucking amount of cabling we had to run, because we had video for these panels, all of the light control, power. How many motors did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We had 8 motors to get that blown. So we had, I believe, another at least 8 cables for the motors, I believe, running back to a control box somewhere backstage. Power, video, light data. There's a lot of cables flying across the ceiling, and then we had I don't know where that one is. You can kind of see it just goes back and then drops down and gets distributed from there. So I know our feed for front of house was run somewhere over here too. At least I'm pretty sure I remember it being this side of the room. That I think is feed for the line array. I see something. But we were basically everything. I think everything
Squats
was...
when?
Oh. Bah. I'll turn it back on before I end. And whichever one of you gets it first gets it. But I'm not going to say when I'm turning it back on. Camp that shit. Right, yeah, so front of house connecting to everything. I know lights were done over the network. Pretty sure video feed, because I'm pretty sure we had lasers this year too, which I don't know where they are, but our laser ops at front of house too. So video for the LED wall. Light, laser, I believe, were all over the network, which was a single fiber optic cable linking front of house to backstage. I don't think audio was run over that. It was run over Ethernet. I don't know if it was run through the fiber trunk or if it was its own separate run. Then again, we are talking, 5 years ago? Why? About 5 years ago. So, little fuzzy on some of the setup. The one thing I do know is the fucking camera lens you saw on the edge of one side. It's $220,000. I did not touch that. That's not my job. I don't do video. Video, not me. But overall, had a lot of fun running sound for this con. I miss it. I need to bug Anthrocon and MFF and be like, hey, let me do this shit, or tell me who you fucking hire out to so I can go beg them to let me do this shit. And what was nice is we got to run my favorite board. Budget board. I'd say my favorite budget board. This baby. This baby. This was my baby for the weekend. I still know it pretty well. At the time, I knew this thing inside and out because, you know, I've dived into the control software and, you know, had an idea as to how everything was patched in it. We were running it with the Fine bundle. We were running it with this. This was up on stage. If I recall correctly, yeah. So all of everything that was plugged in on stage, microphone, basically all microphones, drum kit, everything was all run into a mic splitter. So basically 1 in, 2 output. The output that went to front of house was all plugged in here. And then Monitor World, I think, was all an analog run from the splitter out. So Monitor World was also just another M32. Basically went from stage to monitor, or stage, microphone splitter into the back of Monitor World. My feed was stage to splitter to stage box over Ethernet to board. And then the return feed was from the board over Ethernet to stage box, and then output from there to, I believe. I know we were sending subs. I can't recall. I think we did front fill separately. Which does have that up? Can I get it? Okay, so front fill would be that guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy, and that guy. Which are basically just, I think, another one of the boxes we had hung. Typically, it's just whatever, essentially speakers pointing out, because this, your line array doesn't always cover right in this general area, like right in front of the stage, or even over here, like right up against it. So front fill is basically anything forward of where your line array kicks in. And we output to, I didn't deal with this because I was there to mix the shit, not, you know, tune the room and that shit. So we went to from here to some kind of, I believe, to a processing unit, then out to everything from there. And we just sent it left, right, front fill, and sub. So 4-channel out into their processing. Their processing handled, you know, room EQ and all of that shit. And I basically got, I forget which one. It was one of these 4 was the subwoofer, sub-channel. And I had control over that separate from everything else. Which, the way it was configured, which is ideal. So, can I get a close-up of you of that? No, you're not gonna find. Go back and be more specific. Give me close-up. I wish to explain this better. I guess that's as. Oh, nope, maybe. Maybe? Yeah, okay. So, these faders are fun. They're motorized. They move on their own. And you can... I'll explain this here. So, you got... Was it 16? It's 32 inputs. So, 2 banks of 16. That's what these buttons on the side do. Bank 1 through 16, 17 through 32. Which is why these guys are motorized and can adjust accordingly. But the way we had things run everything was run through our main fader here. This was room volume. You turn this up, everything in the room got louder. Turn it down, everything got quieter. This was more or less never touched, really. Like, we didn't really have a need to touch this once everything got dialed in. Just a matter of adjusting everybody else relative to each other, which is what 1 through 32 is for. This bank of 8 is more for different control. In this case, let's see, we've got buses 1 through 16. So essentially anything like returns from effects, things like that. DCA 1 through 8. Matrix 1 through 6. And it's been a hot minute, I can't remember. But basically the way it would work is 1 through 32. You'd have volume control using the fader. I'm going to dumb this down the best I can. 32 separate inputs, be it, microphones, guitars, whatever your input may be, kick drum, snare, hi-hat, whatever. You mix it. You've seen me mix before. Basically that live. What you saw me messing with volume-wise is channels 1 through 32. From there, it gets routed to the main fader here, kind of like a summed master volume for your mix. And the way we did it, it ran from here to different outputs. So one option is, I believe on the Sage box and on the back of the console. Oh, that's monitor control room. Okay, we don't have like a main left-right out. So out 1 and 2 is usually 1 and 2 or 15 and 16. Yeah, 15 and 16 you can barely see underneath it says main left, main right. But the way we had it run for that weekend, all of the individual channels go through the master fader. Master fader then feeds several sub-channels, specifically subwoofer, front fill, and line array. What that allowed us to do is have, like how I can adjust individual microphones within the mix. This allowed me to adjust, various components of the room together. If the front fill was kind of like too loud and I was hearing the front fill over the line array, dial the front fill down. If I wanted more bass, just nudge the bass up. And it kind of just, between the front fill, the line array, and the subwoofer had a low pass, so all high end just got cut. Nothing was sent to the subwoofers. Line array, we had a high pass, so none of the bass frequencies. Low end was sent to the line array. And how you want to go about mixing that was through these. If you needed to change your overall level in the room, this fader. If you wanted to change various aspects of it, like high end versus low end, these faders. And there was a few times where, we tweaked the bass accordingly. Typically whenever the DJs came in, nudge it up a hair. Initially we did, I forget where it was initially set, but that's when we kicked breakers and we had insulation fall out of this gap, which means that subwoofer hit so hard that the sound wave it made managed to get up in here and blow insulation out from up in the ceiling. That's how hard we hit that. That was after we kicked the breaker. Because we were playing a song and it has a nice bass sweep in it, and like half a second into the bass sweep, all low end just died in the room. It's like instantly something was missing, and it's like, oh shit, what went wrong? Then we heard over the radio for the company that we got the equipment through. It was a mix between con staff volunteers and OPAV, Orlando's production AV, I believe, is who the last 3 years we worked with. Yeah, over their radio we heard, oh, you blew the breaker. Give us a sec. They reset the breaker back there because we pulled too much on the subs. We overloaded a breaker. So that was one of those, oh shit, nudge the base down a hair. Do not pass this line. So fortunately, that was the only time that weekend we kicked the breaker. Redid the song because, you know, fun bass sweep punches you in the gut just right. And apparently hits the ceiling just right to blow insulation out of it, because that was attempt number 2. All in all, it was I just realized it's quiet. It was a fun weekend. Lots of fun. I liked this design. Of the 3 years I was in this hall, this has to be my favorite design. I don't have pictures from 2017, unfortunately. And in, what was it, 2016, I was just in a box up on the 400 level. That was not fun. I didn't have anywhere near this. It was basically basic lights like this, projectors, and a sound system. I didn't have the full concert setup. It wasn't until 2017 that they merged main hall with concert hall. And that's kind of when I had access to all the fun shit during the day. Also, man, I was technically part of, you know, concert crew too, because I was on the team that ran this hall. That hall included both panels during the day and concert at night. At least for the last year. The first 17 and 18, they vendor company had engineers run sound for it. It was 19 that they I guess our audio lead convinced them that, hey, our guys know enough shit, let us do it. And we got to do it. So was fun. I want. This is nice. The other fun one, which I would not buy. If I won the lottery, like millions of dollars, I'd buy. Too big. Where are you? 132, 32D. There you are, buddy. This puppy. I have a better picture. Is that the only picture you see? Yes, Evan's board. Oh, this thing is so nice. But, you know, $4,000. This is an extra $71,000. This hurts a lot. Now, what I can do with this is far more complex, a lot more fun. Yeah. They do have a flip case. Yikes. Ow. I thought mine was expensive. Fuck. The M32's flip case is like $3,000 or something, but yeah. I mean, do y'all have like a quick little demo video or no? They do not. Okay. Deployed. This is what it is. Deployed. The mixer kind of, you know, fits in here. Kind of like that, and then up, and then that's the back of it. Faders are along here. That's it deployed. It collapses down. Now the mixer's kind of like, basically this top part is on shocks, and it just, you open the front, fold it down, and that's it. Open and deploy. Open and deploy. Can I? Yeah. Here's the front of it again. It's very easy. You open these 2 doors, hinge them out, take the top off, and then just one hand you can lift up the mixer and put it in this configuration, close the doors, and you're good to go. It's really nice setup, really nice case for it. Makes setting up real easy. But, you know, it's also $2,200. There's another nice case. Oh, here we are. This guy. Not your traditional road case. It's a little... So normal road cases are usually metal on all edges, and since the front of the mixer sits like here, you kind of like, I can't really show it, but think of like if you're typing at your desk, how your wrists are resting on the edge of your desk. Picture that being like a harsh 90-degree metal edge. That's most road cases when messing for this. This is nice plastic, like the whole thing's plastic, which is the case. This, I think, is the case that it was in at least 2019. And it's, you know, a fraction of the cost. Still, you know, ow, for a case, but oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. And then you just throw the lid on it, and then you can wheel it around. Carefully wheel it around. Excuse me, what now? Proton. It's just ways effects. Oh, it is. Hello. I want to look. I haven't bothered. I need to bother looking into how this works, because this would give me access to Waves plugins on the M32, which this is built in to the S6L Avid shit, but basically I can run plugin chains of, I believe, any Waves fucking plugins just over the network. Yeah, videos. Well, this isn't an audio interface though. "16 channels of effects. A lot cheaper than the way you SoundGrid servers. That's fucking for sure. Which were you? Maybe not as much as I thought. 2200. Okay. Why isn't there anything in like a rack mount cheaper than $4,000? Damn it. So I would want it make more sense to have this rack mounted. Then again, this thing's small enough, it seems. Yeah, this thing's small enough I could probably tuck it somewhere in the fucking case, especially if it's like the folding case. Where were you? You out in a new tab. I'll look into you later. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, there we go. I can show you a comparison of what a normal flight case would be. That harsh metal edge, harsh metal corner. Not so fun. But yeah, depending on how this sits, I can just like mount that fucking server. Oh no, that looks like that's foam padding for that to butt against. I don't know. I'd like to say there's a way I could probably figure out how to mount that fucker inside this case somehow. There we go. Yeah, no, it's not gonna go there. There's storage cubbies. So at the very least, I could tuck it in there and keep it in the case with it. And just pull it out and set it on a table next to me or something, or tuck it back up underneath, because once she's open and deployed, all this space is available, which is also nice because you can throw like your laptop bag or whatever in here and just close it up and leave it. But big stretch. Here we go. Oh, bah. Seeing it all. Okay. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I should probably wrap up here. I don't think it's late enough. Is late enough. I kind of want to go get a snack. But anyway, thank you all for sticking around. For those of you who are near here, hiya. My name is Griffin. I stream every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Usually. Sometimes I run late. Saturdays, it's every other Saturday. Sometimes on the Saturdays off, I host a movie night. You want? Enjoy my Discord there. Sign yourself for all. Get pinged when I go live. Get updates on when movie nights are, that kind of thing. Yeah. But for now, welcome. Stick around. We're going to go raid someone. Join in, get them bonus channel points for that raid. Go share the love with someone else. As soon as I find the raid, there's the raid button. Hi, who's live? Who am I following that's currently streaming? Not a lot, really. It's Tuesday, right? Why is it so dead? Hold on, let me come out here and refresh this. That can't be right. Apparently, that's right. Okay, well, in that case... Guess we can raid Flop. Yeah, we'll go raid Flop. Why not? But anyway, I'm gonna see who keeps fucking texting me. Anyway, thank you all for sticking around. Have a great night. I will catch you all Thursday. We'll be finishing off the last area and portal with Athena. After that, don't know. Drag them into something else multiplayer. Yeah, have a great night. And see you all then. You too, stale. I'll let it time out.